I'm sorry, but does this look like a man who's concerned with his sister Elizabeth Siders and the 16 children? I don't know, guys. You tell me. So when this case first broke, the media was calling it a house of horrors, pure evil. And now Elizabeth Siders is being painted as a victim herself, which I understand that her and her brother on the screen, Joey Russell, may have grown up in a household where there was possible abuse, but that is not an excuse. There are many of us that experience effed up childhoods, and you know what? We still care for our children. The big thing that I've been trying to figure out in this case is the why. Why did they have so many children? A lot of times it is religiously motivated, but it does happen in a lot of poverty-stricken areas. Now, I did hear that Elizabeth's attorney said that she said children are a gift from God, allegedly. But I can't confirm that 100%. I'm still investigating. If you guys seen the video, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to refer to the brother, Joey Russell, as JR. And when he first came out on social media, his Facebook only had 1,800 followers. It has now doubled. And yes, we do see this a lot in true crime cases where family members come out. Some have good intentions, some don't. JR has not had physical contact with his sister since she ran off and got married at the age of 15 and hasn't even spoken to her since the arrest. The other thing with JR is there is at least 2 instances where his own children were harmed. He was charged with child endangerment. We're talking about broken bones and fractured skulls. When he came online, he said he went to prison for DV. They sealed the records. We can't see the reports because it was involving children that were adopted out now. Thank God. Now, if you haven't heard JR recall these instances with his own children, his little boys, I will put the link to my video in the description. Now, when this case first broke, we were told that they were feral, they couldn't speak, the oldest couldn't even write their own name, but we have found that not to be true. The children had several social media accounts across many, many platforms. Here's some of the screenshots. We also know the entire reason that the police were going to that house was because of Gary Siders Jr. and his public indecency charges. It is my understanding that Gary Siders Jr. was charged on the 23rd, the 27th, the 29th, and the 31st of May. Now, if you ask me, this entire family is messed up. I am not pro Elizabeth or Joey. I am pro those 16 victims that were not being cared for properly. Yes, we're learning new information, but look at these pictures from the New York Post. These are legitimate photos from within that home. Does this look like where children are being cared for properly? No, it doesn't. And with JR coming out, starting all these rumors, it's not helping. He even said that it appeared that Elizabeth was tied up and being forced to have children. I don't believe that because I haven't even seen a police report yet. What I really need is for people to stop running with the false narratives and stop believing everything you hear on the internet. Elizabeth Siders currently pregnant. That is unconfirmed. My other concern is that there are so many women more worried about comforting JR, a man who has even admitted to beating on his exes and has child endangerment against his own son. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about in this commentainment video. It seems like the heat of the internet is getting to JR because 24 hours ago, he posted,
"I'm going to say this on here one time and one time only. I am not low IQ.
I suffer from BPD and a rage disorder.
I am getting help for my problems. I admit what I have done wrong and I don't make excuses for it.
I am so sick of seeing the lies and BS.
I spoke my truth about the abuse me and my sister faced, and that is my right.
I'm sorry my truth hurt feelings, and I can't change that.
People can lie to try and make things look picture perfect all they want. Just please, everyone,
Focus on the kids and the truth. Stop listening to conspiracy theories and people who
can't even form a proper sentence."
Okay, Joey, what do you mean? You are the one that's putting out conspiracy theories. You are the one pretending to have some information so you can string people along. That is exactly what's going on here. In my own personal and humble opinion, and I really can't wait to see this all unfold and what we see in those police reports. To the comment section, this person says,
I am pro Elizabeth too. I have not seen anyone talk about this, but I've been thinking about it a lot. And though you likely won't see my comment at all, I feel this is a good place for the public to see and discuss it. Postpartum depression can last up to 3 years, possibly longer, but that's baseline average. And when left untreated, can be detrimental and even develops into psychosis.
What are you talking about? There is nothing telling us that she was suffering from postpartum psychosis. Cut it out. Then someone replies,
I love the fact that the first thing she asked, how are my children? When can I see them?
well, I don't love anything about this case. And you do understand the whole entire job for her defense attorney is to try to get her off, right? All right, listen to this one.
I honestly believe she was most likely reduced that day too. There is no woman who willingly wants to have that many babies. She never even had a chance to heal after giving birth. That man most likely should abuse her too. It's so sad for the children, but she more than likely suffered as much, if not more. I'm just glad it came to light.
It hasn't came to light. What are you talking about? Oh, and there's no woman willingly wanting to have that many babies? What about Michelle Duggar? It literally happens all the time. Like I said, most prominent in religious households. And then we have a retired teacher making excuses for Joey's behavior. This person says,
After listening to your live and hearing about your childhood, it sounds like the school system failed you as well. You definitely have a pattern of a child with emotional disturbance and the conditions that you are currently getting help for.
he's not a child anymore. He's a grown man. Stop making excuses for this bad behavior. And these comments are never ending. All of this could affect Elizabeth Siders and her sentencing. It's giving my same fears that I have in the Emmanuel Haro case with Rebecca Haro. I was so adamant that she needs to be held accountable as well. This viewer says,
I can't even imagine what it's been like for your sister. I admire you standing up for her and your level of honesty in this situation.
Jennifer says,
Literally no reason for you to explain yourself to people, especially those that would make fun of somebody. I cannot fathom what you guys went through, but I've been through a lot myself, so I'm so sorry. People are so cruel, they just make up their own stories and believe them instead of waiting on the truth of the matter. Prayers for all the family. I feel for this young lady, Elizabeth. I could never imagine walking in her shoes. Being shabused doesn't give you the right to continue the shabuse is a correct statement that only applies to people who know better. But assuming she knew how to do better without ever being around better or taught better or seeing better is crazy talk. She was 13 when she had her first child, and every year since she has been pregnant and giving birth to another baby while being a child. Then married at 15 to protect her husband from getting into trouble for sleeping with her and making babies with a minor. Her brain was never developed. It is not fully developed until a person's early 20s. To never heal physically or mentally between children had to also take a toll. I wouldn't be surprised if she was still just like a 13-year-old child trapped in a woman's body, because that is when she stopped growing.
this is just more misinformation being thrown around. She wasn't 13, she was 15. And a lot of us started our adult lives at 15. I know I certainly did. And that is no excuse for neglecting your children. I think I've had enough. And if you guys want to know the facts, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, because I know about as much as anyone right now. And I am not condoning people going real life on this and harassing the family members. But at the same time, this is what happens when you take to the internet, when we all know you should just keep quiet. If you truly cared about the outcome for Elizabeth and her children, you would keep quiet. You certainly wouldn't be reading the children's names on a live stream, JR. And you certainly wouldn't be exposing someone that could possibly have custody of them right now. Now I'm going to end this video with some more clips from the live stream from July the 6th.
Which I know who it is. That's bullshit.
Joey asked me to be in here and asked me to help talk.
I have,
I honestly didn't want to be here because of the shit that I've been going through because of this, just because I'm affiliated with Joey.
Can you what?
People are
Can
literally
you
harassing me and my minor child just because I'm affiliated with Joey.
I'm going to say this one time. That first one is a split decision. I don't know. I don't know whose Chloe's is. It's a split decision, okay? The rest of them are Gary's. But that first one, I'm in a split decision. I don't know about conjoined. I don't know about none of that.
Yeah, we don't know. All we know is that we just found out about the twins too, and the rest of the world did.
Yeah, she's 18. I guess they're supposedly releasing them from the hospital, putting them in homes. Do you remember what kind of work, Christine? They didn't do no work.
According to the courts, all of the children were born in the hospital.
And that's a lie. Because they wouldn't have been calling them Jane Doe. They'd been fucking birth certificates and social securities and all that stuff. There was an investigator on here saying the same thing. I mean, she was bad mouthing the hell out of me, but I don't care. Y'all gonna do it regardless. So, but she said that the same thing. Why didn't the person around the family? I don't know. I don't know why Linda didn't say, or whoever, the last person, the neighbor. I don't know why the kids didn't speak out. I don't know. But what I do know is me and Sis had a very bad childhood. That's as much as I can give you on that. Maybe that's what Linda, maybe she is, maybe I am the reason she left. Casey may be right on that. I was a hell of a kid. I was very bad. So it might have been my reason she wanted to leave. He may be right about that. But I doubt it. Like I said, you couldn't catch me and my sister apart. So I think... Can you what?
People are literally harassing me and my minor child.
Minor child!
I can still see through the lies, plotting up on my demise. But you know that I'm still killing shit. Bitch, I'm killing shit. Run up on